Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and today I have a pretty interesting video that I want to do. This thought just kind of popped into my head. This is a little bit spontaneous, but I wanted to give a little bit of a showcase today on a system that's in the Division 2. Maybe some of you remember it from back at launch, maybe you actively use it, or maybe you've never heard of it. I know I haven't interacted with this system in a good 2 years plus probably, but I think it's something that I'm going to try and get back into because as I put it in the thumbnail, if you're someone who still enjoys playing the game but simply has nothing to do while we're waiting for the new content to roll around, this is the perfect thing to do. What am I talking about? I am talking about the Shepherd system, which for those of you who do not know or who may not know, it is a supplementary part of the backup call feature. And so basically, I'm going to show you this all in a moment, but basically you can answer people's calls who usually tend to be lower level or less experienced players, and by helping them out through a certain amount of time and through enough content, they can give you an endorsement, and racking up enough of those allows you to gain Shepherd ranks, which display as these cool little wings next to your name in a game. So if you've never heard about this, which I have to believe is at least some of you, then don't worry, I'm about to go into it. But if you have known and you're wondering, well, why do you think this is the perfect thing to be doing before the new content? I'll tell you why, because all the time I see people saying, man, I really hope the Division 2 lives on for a long time. I really hope this new content performs well. And so, obviously, we can't control the quality of the content coming our way. Hopefully it's good. But another hugely important part, if not equally important factor, is having a lot of people check the new stuff out, considering it's been so long since we had the new content. And having the option to respond to players' backup calls and being able to give the chance to teach them a thing or two about the game, that's literally got to be one of the most direct and actionable responses you can take to introducing and acclimating more people to the game, in the hopes that they end up sticking around until the end game and get fully immersed. And believe it or not, there are literally almost always tons of new players flooding into the game. Go on Reddit for 5 minutes and you'll find countless "I'm a new player, what do I do?" threads. The game goes on sale on various platforms so often, and there are analytics out there that show how popular the Division 2 is as a pick-up game. The problem is that Division 2 is not always the most pick-upable game, and by that I mean it's a complex one. Now, to be fair, the game does offer you a lot of tutorials and whatnot to get you up to speed, but nothing's going to compare to that human experience. And so look, I'm not saying you got to go out there and make a bunch of friends with people, but I know you've got nothing better to be doing on here right now. We've got a couple more months before the new content drops, so why not go out and try and help a few people stick around and make it to the end game? And obviously that's not always going to be the case. Sometimes people really do just need help getting through one part of a mission and then they're on their way. But I have no doubt that you can go out there and find people who are in need of some guidance and better understanding of the game. And so again, just because I wanted to showcase the Shepherd system today to introduce it to those of you who may have been unaware, remind those of you who turn your backup calls off at launch, and give myself a bit of a refresher because, like I said, I haven't done one of these in a good 2 years probably. It's totally something I might dedicate some more time to in these final months before the new content arrives, so let's jump over and I'll give you a live demonstration of what it's like. Alright, so like I said, I figured I would give a little bit of a demonstration of the system just for those of you who may not have seen it or may not have interacted with it for a while. The first thing you're going to want to do is to make sure you haven't turned it off, because they did add the option for that if people don't want to hear Isaac say backup request received all the time. So basically it's under the first thing, your gameplay, 4 things down, on call status. Mine's on all because that just means you have it on and you can hear them come in. But you can switch it over to friends and clan only or off altogether, and then you won't hear them. So if you do have it off, you're going to have to obviously turn it back on in order to receive them. And then you want to go over to the map and you can see 2 tabs over. SHD is the tab where it comes up. Currently there are none here, but it's a Sunday, so we should get one soon. But basically on the side here, you can see Shepherd status. Gain Shepherd experience by assisting other Division agents in need. And then in order to get the first rank, which you can see there's the one with the wings, I have to get 15 endorsements. I did one a little bit earlier just to refresh myself because I totally did not remember how this thing worked. And they did change it at one point, so it's not like how it was at launch. And so yeah, there's not much to it. I'll show you when we get one what that looks like. But then you can see it also does reset every, I want to say it's like 12 weeks. So we're close to a reset now. And so that just means, yeah, obviously you have to get it back up once it resets. But you can see now if we go over here, we got one right there. You can see there at current activity, free roam. Fellow Division agent is in need of assistance. So let's do it. You can see at the bottom, answer the call. Let's see what happens. You never know what you're walking into with one of these, so it's kind of exciting. All right, we're going in. And let us see what kind of trouble they're getting into. All right, they're going into invaded District Union. So let's do it. And you can see sometimes these people are even quite experienced at the game, but they just want a little bit of extra help. Oh, they pistol arrow on. Well, that would have been good to know before I went in. Maybe it said that. I'll have to switch my build. Because this guy's 1500 shade level. So sometimes people just want that extra help. But what I will do is maybe not show you the whole mission. I'll record it, but I'll cut it up and then I'll show you at the end what happens as well. But you can see, so you end up in plenty of different activities with plenty of different types of people. And I think that's what's pretty cool, is that you never know what you're walking into. Sometimes someone like this just needs a little help getting through a mission. Sometimes somebody is brand new to the game and they're trying to have someone explain some stuff to them. And that's why I think the system holds so much potential value. You know, especially at a time like this when we got nothing better to do. So I'll get through this a little bit more and I'll come back to you guys. Alright, so you guys can see right there, I wasn't sure when it was going to pop up, but we just got an automatic endorsement, which I assume is just for, like, I don't know. I'd have to go back and check what they did, because originally what you had to do was, another agent endorse you, originally you had to, like, do a certain amount of stuff, and then the person themselves had the choice to, it would say, eligible for endorsement, and whoever hosted then had the choice to endorse you or not, but there was a lot of griefing with that system. You know, people would take people's time and then not endorse them and all that. So I think what they switch it to now is it's just an automatic thing after you complete a certain amount of content or you gain enough experience, like between the two of you. I'm not entirely sure what the qualifications are, but the one I did last night, I just did one control point with the person that they were wanting help on, and we got it done then, and you can see it just popped up there that we did like half of this mission and now we have one. If I go over here, yeah, now 3 to 15, whereas I had 1 before I started this. And you can see someone else joined us midway through because the person didn't turn off their call for backup, so we're still getting more people in here. And so I'll finish this mission out, and we'll see what happens then. Alright, so we got through the District Union Arena, and I didn't receive another endorsement, so I don't fully remember the revised system. Like I said, again, this was a refresher for me as well. They used to show you like a little bar, you know, if I hit X, like up at the top there where the season one was. This is back in year 1, so there weren't seasons, but they used to give you a bar while you're in the missions to let you know how close you were to one. Again, the actual endorsements and the shepherd part of it is not the whole point of the whole thing. You know, you're there to help people, and that's just a nice supplementary thing they added in. But it is nice nonetheless, and so I hope that helped you guys visualize a bit what this all looks like, and that was pretty cool that we got to go in and get one of those from District Union. Like I said, you get a different experience every time you go in. You don't know if someone's brand new. You don't know if someone just needs help with one little bit of part of something. And so I think that was a good example of that mantra. Okay, and full credit goes to the person whose video is highlighted right in the middle there that I'm about to show you guys, but I'm not going to get to rank 2 in this video. I still have a bunch of endorsements to go, but I wanted to show you that the Shepherd rank up animation is by far the coolest rank up in the entire game of the Division 2. If you've never done it yourself, you just have to see how cool this thing looks. You can see it going on right there. Man, that's pretty cool. Like, it does the ring out on your back, and then just had to show you that because I'm not going to get to it myself, but I figured you'd want to see. So again, shout out to the person whose video is up there on YouTube. Just wanted to show you guys what that looks like because it is pretty darn cool, worth seeing with your own eyes in game at least once, I would say.
You have earned the title of Shepherd.
Okay, everyone, and that is a look at the Shepherd system. Surprisingly enough, I know some people are going to be like, oh, that's so boring or cheesy or whatever, but it's a really feel-good thing to do once you actually go through with one. Being able to help somebody just, you know, understand and enjoy my favorite game franchise of all time is just something that feels very full circle in a way, and I mean, that's exactly what you're doing. You're helping, as big or small as it is, someone enjoy their experience more. And at a time where a lot of us are just sitting on our thumbs and waiting for new stuff ourselves to enjoy, I see no other better usage of your time, beyond farming for whatever you may need and all of that, but you get my point. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys a taste of what's out there in the game, something really wholesome you can spend your time on if you so choose to do, and if you're lucky, you can help out in adding a few new Division agents to our ranks. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you can be updated every time I upload. There's not much to leave your thoughts on, but leave your thoughts below on the Shepherd system. Let me know your experience with it. Actually, I'm super curious what the ratio here is of people who knew about it and use it, those who maybe knew it existed but have never tried it, and those of you who have never heard of it. That I do really wonder about, so let me know that down below. But yeah, everyone, as I said, this is just a super spontaneous video idea, but I had fun making it, so I really hope you enjoyed. That's going to do it for me today, y'all. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until the next one, guys, RogueGold out.